What's up, guys? So we're back to talk about another production breakdown slash BTS, I guess, of a recent production we just did. A few months ago, we had Mistress Isabelle reach out to us for a project she wanted to produce. Basically, she wanted to do a game show, something new, something to kind of add like another layer of content to their page. She said she wanted it very campy and just really fun, right? Almost like the old school dating shows. So during our first production meeting, we kind of came up with a mood board. We came up with a storyboard to kind of guide us in the right direction of what we're gonna need for props, what we're gonna need for lighting, how we want it to look, and just kind of narrowing down all the specifics of the project, right? Like how many people are going to be involved in each episode, the contestants who we're going to use, and things like that. So being the leading DP for this project, one thing that I knew was that we were going to need a lot of lights. And Frank and I decided to make an investment for 2 new lights. I think it's the Nan Light Pavo Slims, AKA we call them Slim Jims over here because they slim. With those 2 lights, it really helped us get some really nice hair light and rim light around each subject. So what we did was we took some Matthew clamps, I don't even know what they're called, the screw-in clamps that go to pose and stuff. And we put each one of those on each side of the backdrop, and we just kind of had them coming down from each side, just giving everybody in the scene like a nice soft backlight. And for the front light, we knew we were gonna need 2 big soft boxes. So a lot of big soft light. So one light, we had our 600D, and another light, we had a aperture 300. And we had that one at like 100%, and we had the 600X at like 50%, I believe. I realized that I just need more lights. So that's why we got so much going on, and it looks so good. So with those, that was basically our 4 light setup that we used for this project, right? So no matter where you were at on set, every angle looked good, it looked crisp, it looked clean. Very high key lighting, just like you see in game shows and talk shows and daytime stuff like that. So as we narrowed down this project, we realized we were gonna need some props too to kind of really make it pop. So as you can see right over my shoulder, we contracted these hearts out to a third party who built these hearts for us. And that same company also made this cool arch for us that we use. So we kind of wanted each contestant to kind of come out of the arch or some type of reveal to the audience for each shot. And so we kind of kept the colors consistent, you know, dating show, reds, pinks, things like that, things that shiny, glisten. And that was basically the whole theme for the setup. Everything else, Frank basically created, like the curtain, the pink backdrop, the shimmers with the hearts in the background. Everything else that you see, we already had here in our studio. One big challenge that we had during this project was the space, right? So we're producing basically a whole dating game show in a 1,000 square foot studio, and it's not huge. And we decided we needed more width than length, so we actually shot on the thinner side of the studio, which means that whenever I was filming, like literally my tripod was like touching up against the wall of the door. So luckily we was able to pull it off. I used my Sony 24 G Master lens just so we can have like a wide body shot head to toe. And then our 2 other angles, I think one was the 85mm and then one was the 70 to 200mm.
Let's meet our first contestant who I think just might be a match for Antho. Let's welcome Alexis.
The day of was very interesting, to say the least. It was a lot of characters. The episodes were fun. We had a great time. I mean, it was one of those projects where we're filming it and we're also just like laughing the whole time at how ridiculous Mistress is and how some of these people are answering these questions is just crazy. So that part was fun, just watching the whole interactions, watching, you know, people slowly open up on camera.
He's saying you're associated with people who I know are a hot ass mess, and I've seen you look the fool, but you're here today. Is that what you're saying? Well, yes!
You know, behind the scenes, some of the contestants were like a little nervous, but once they kind of got in front of the camera, they started warming up more and their personality started to come out. So the whole process was fun for us. We had a great time. Looking forward to hopefully doing more stuff like this where we can produce sets, we can build sets and produce shows for different clients. It's something that Frank is very skilled at building sets and understanding what looks good and backgrounds and textures and colors and things like that. So hopefully this is something we can continue to do in the future, produce other shows or whatever the case may be or wherever this may lead us. But overall, I just want to share this experience with you guys. Hope you guys enjoy watching it or learn something. If you have any questions, just let me know. I'm not hard to find. And all right, signing out, guys.